A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was a fertile land where flowers perennially bloomed in their full glory. The people of the land spent their days taking in the scent of these flowers, carried over by the warm breeze. And they lived happily. Then, one day, a dark shadow fell over the country. An uninvited guest, the white ice dragon, descended upon the land, bringing a bitter chill along with it. Not long after, violent snowstorms began to rage across the country. The flowers withered, and many people, unaccustomed to such frigid temperatures, froze to death. Everyone began to speak of how they had to defeat the white ice dragon, who resided in the Demon King's castle, for that would end this winter's bane. They had to reclaim this once beautiful country that was theirs. This is where the tale of a great being begins. A being who exists to maintain balance in the world. The rousing tale of the adventures of Guillotine de Mephisto.
Where am I?
Hey, you're finally awake! I thought you were never gonna come too. I thought for a second I'd have to go with a cliché line like, "Rise, hero," or something along those lines.
Hey, you're... Who are you exactly?
Me? Can't you see? I am the goddess of this world.
Goddess, you say? Do I look like the kind of sucker who'd fall for an amateur trick like that?
Excuse me?
The Big O must have shot me up with some sort of hallucinogen. All I have to do to break this illusion is bite my tongue. Ow! All that did was hurt a bunch.
Goodness! I can't believe this is the one to be chosen to be a hero. This world is doomed.
Did you say hero? Why do you keep calling me that? Stop blabbering on and send me back to where I came from.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
Why?
In your original world, you were hit by a truck and died while trying to save a cat.
What? There's no way I could die such an undignified death. My body is the body that will pierce through the heavens.
Would it make you feel better if you got smashed by an Altyson instead? Or, if you'd prefer, you tripped while posting something on Wobbler and fell down the stairs. Or perhaps after gazing at a blood moon, your own blood within you surged so violently that it caused an aneurysm. I'm afraid that's all I can come up with right now. You're free to choose from any of the above.
Fine. I'll go with getting smashed by an Altyson. That's the least embarrassing of the lot.
Very well. Then we'll go with that. From now on, you will begin a hero's journey to bring an end to the winter's bane. Before your adventure, however, I have one thing to ask. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Anything at all.
So this is how the cookie crumbles. Bestowed with unfathomable power from a goddess before being transferred to another world. An immutable destiny. Much like fate. Very well then, as the one who observes the world, I implore you. Grant me, Guillotine de Mephisto, the ability to bend space and time. So I may cross beyond the horizon at any time. Bestow upon me the power known as dimensional force.
Dimensional force? Pray tell, what is that?
Oh, that's... It's got to do with traveling through time and space.
Oh, I see.
So, Go ahead.
Sorry?
Weren't you going to grant me a superpower?
Oh, that? I was merely asking a question out of curiosity. Bestowing you with a superpower apropos of nothing would be far too easy. That's no fun. All right then, let's begin.
Hold on.
Simulation, start!
If I can't use dimensional force, then certainly at least chrono break will. So she's transported me to another world before I could speak my piece. As the one who has sealed the one-winged Dark Lord, this is yet another burden which I must bear. What is that? I feel a chilling sensation tingling down my spine. Am I imagining things? At least the view is nice. I can see all the way to the edge of the horizon. Wait, all the way? That goddess is teleporting me in mid-air! I'm going to fall to my doom! It's a good thing I deployed that impact nullification field. Otherwise, a fall like that would have been bad news even for me. My body would have been a complete wreck. And I wouldn't be able to stand properly like I am now. If I hadn't deployed the impact nullification shield, that is.
Guillotine feels a mysterious chill down her back, causing her to frantically check herself up and down.
Why aren't I injured? Wait a second. What's up with this outfit? What ridiculous getup did that lady dress me in? It's so revealing. I'm not sure I have the figure to pull it off. Then again, it does look pretty cool, so I suppose I don't have any complaints.
So it's you.
Blast! A witness. Alas, I have bared an unsightly side of myself to another. I was testing out a new skill. Yes.
El Telema Solus. So you've come to this place for the White Ice Dragon.
Exia? What's an agent of the Big O doing here?
Unfortunately for you, utterly bereft of companions, you are fated to die in loneliness.
Watch your tongue! Such impudence! Accusing me of having no companions. There are many around me whom I could refer to as such. Plenty. I think.
Go. Go to the icebound Devil King's castle, where the source of this winter's bane resides. If you wish to be a hero, this is what you must do, even if you have no companions.
Did you say Devil King's castle? Now that I think about it, I was supposed to embark on a heroic adventure to lift this so-called winter's bane.
Exia, how many times have I told you not to go outside? It's dangerous! Huh? Who's your friend?
Privity. Did you get transported to this world like Exia?
I'm sorry, do I know you? I'm positive this is the first time I've seen you in this village.
This is your first time gazing upon Guillotine de Mephisto? Surely we must have crossed paths in the courts at least once. I understand now. I must have been transported to some kind of parallel dimension. At the very least, that would explain why you're walking around in such immodest dress when you're typically so buttoned up.
Hey, who are you calling immodest? Anyways, why don't you head inside? If you are caught outside after curfew...
Everyone, freeze! This is the ACPU.
We'll be in a world of trouble.
Oh, hey, Privity. We were on patrol and heard a ruckus.
So the Big O sent their lapdogs as well.
That's right. I, Miranda, work tirelessly like a dog, and today is no exception.
Come again?
I believe this is the first time I've seen you. Have you ever seen her before, Query?
Let me see. Of course I know Polly. She's always with us.
You're looking in the complete opposite direction.
You all know full well about the curfew put in place by the Big O. Since you've broken curfew, the three of you are under arrest.
Hold on. We didn't do it on purpose.
No excuses. Miranda, Query, book 'em.
All right.
Come with us quietly, everyone.
Stop.
Sorry?
Who are you? How do you know about the Big O?
Are you asking about our identities? If you're asking who we are, it's only polite that we answer. Miranda!
Query.
We're with the Big O, and we run this town.
Amidst the frost and cold, a better tomorrow awaits.
I'm Polly!
Woof!
What's going on with you two? Now you've got me saying weird lines too! That's enough of the pleasantries. If you don't cooperate and come with us, we will consider you an enemy of the Big O and have to administer justice on the spot.
You expect me to follow you quietly? Not a chance. Now that I know the Big O has infiltrated this world.
Perhaps the problem is that our hero is a bit too garrulous. Polly's gun fires, and our brave hero Guillotine falls flat on her back. It's a rather ignominious sight.
I warned you, didn't I? If the rest of you don't want to end up like her, I suggest you cooperate.
If I had known that it would come to this, then I would have ignored Exia and stayed inside the association. Venturing out like this has put me in danger.
Be quiet!
Yes, ma'am.
Now! Miranda, Query, arrest them!
Will do.
Could I ask you something, Polly?
What is it?
I understand why Privity is under arrest. And I understand why Exia is under arrest. But is there a reason why I'm under arrest as well?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cuff you. My eyesight isn't so great.
Not this again. This stopped being funny a long time ago. Never mind. You two just stay still. As for you, Privity, don't even think about running away. You stay right here. I'm watching you.
Aw, man.
Just as Polly is about to handcuff Privity,
Wait,
Guillotine steps between them.
Privity, did you just say something about the association?
Huh? Yeah, I did. More importantly, though, didn't you just get shot in the head?
A headshot is but a mere bagatelle to those such as me. Hardly enough to take me down. You see, I don't have a scratch on me.
You're right. You're completely unharmed.
Wait, seriously? Look carefully again. Do I really not have a single scratch? It should be right here.
No, you're completely fine. How is it that you're more shocked than me?
I'm actually fine? It's all abundantly clear to me now. In this world, I am invincible.
Invincible?
Never mind that. At any rate, allow me to make you a proposal. In exchange for taking out these big O lackeys, you must take me to the association.
Take them out? Do you realize what you're saying?
I'll take that as a yes. Don't worry. I, Guillotine de Mephisto, do not break my promises. You hear that, big O lackeys? I've got you this time. I feel like I can do anything right now.
I'm not entirely sure what you're getting at, but I take it you're refusing to come into the station? Instead of wasting your energy, why don't we try and settle this peacefully? If you behave, I might let you off with just a warning.
A warning? How absurd. Privity, take Exia and step back. I don't want either of you to be collateral damage due to me underestimating my own strength.
Guillotine takes a step forward and brings her hand to her eye patch.
All of you, gaze upon the formidable eye of Guillotine de Mephisto. For this is a lethal eye, and death will be instantaneous. Extermination process, activate. One-winged Dark Lord, I request that the seal be lifted.
Let's strike a cool pose and activate the extermination process. To everyone's surprise, nothing happens.
How much longer do we have to wait?
Ingrid? I just said a killer one-liner. I need to use my eye right now. Ingrid? I forgot which world I'm in. Ingrid isn't here to approve an extermination order. Very well, I'm left with no choice. I will have to break the seal by my own hand.
We're wasting time! Arrest her!
I'm sorry, Polly, but that's impossible.
What do you mean?
You gave us orders to stay where we were.
Ugh, forget it.
Holy aims her gun at Guillotine's forehead.
This is your final warning. Can it with the cookie talk, and come with us.
Oh, Polly. There comes a time when a NIKKE won't back down from a fight. That time is when her honor is being impugned.
Guillotine chants a spell as she takes off her eye patch.
To the deep, dark power residing within me. To the waves of isolated energy sealed in the Dark Lord's wing. Awaken from your long slumber and grant peace to this pitiful soul. Extermination!
As soon as she finished her chant, a black wave emits from Guillotine's right eye. It's super effective! As soon as the wave touches them, Holy, Miranda, and Query are rendered immobile and collapse to the ground.
You really defeated them.
You saw that too, didn't you? I didn't imagine it. That black wave from my eye. A wave. Such strength.
As with all formidable abilities, there are often consequences. As a side effect of using the power sealed within her eye, Guillotine faints.
That's enough. Stop.
Stop? But if we stop here, we can't protect the Ark.
Protect the Ark? Tell me, what is your mission?
My mission? To reclaim the surface and restore our world to its former glory. That is why I must protect the Raptures and kill humans.
You must stop. If you don't, I am under orders to take you down.
If I don't stop, you're going to kill me?
That's right.
I don't understand. All I'm doing is carrying out my mission, protecting Raptures, killing humans. Why do I need to stop? I'm just a NIKKE. I have no will of my own. I am merely following orders. Why do I need to be eliminated?
I must. No!
Guillotine hurriedly gets up, only to have something soft and pliable smother her face.
I can't breathe.
Oh, my. Sorry. Let me move away first. Is that better?
Be careful. We were just under enemy attack.
That's no way to refer to my chest.
What? Oh. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
All right. But did you have a nightmare? You don't look so good.
A nightmare? Was it a dream? I got all worried for nothing. Sorry.
It's okay. We always do what we can to take care of the guests at our inn.
Inn?
Privity came in here with you last night. You had fainted. I was surprised when she said someone as small as you was the hero who intends on defeating the White Ice Dragon. Apparently you took down the Big O's lackey single-handedly?
Who are you calling small? Wait, I was unconscious? Since when?
I'm not entirely sure what happened. How about asking Privity later when she wakes up?
Is Privity resting here too?
Indeed, she is. I gave her some soup to warm her up before going back to the association. She must have been awfully tired, though, because she fell asleep after only taking one sip. You must be famished as well. Wait right there, and I'll bring you breakfast in a jiffy.
I'm sorry, but I'm not particularly hungry at the moment. Besides, I have urgent business with the association. I really must be going.
Really? My goodness, she left in an awful hurry.
I can't believe I ran into the green-eyed culinary murderer. Whenever I'm forced to ingest her dishes, I feel like I've been banished to purgatory. Even Ingrid asked me to cover for her and say she was in a meeting when Emma brought some food over once. And Ingrid was never one for lying. If I hadn't beaten a swift retreat like I did, my adventure would have ended right then and there. Crisis averted. I'm sure Emma doesn't mean any harm, But that's precisely the problem. At any rate, I was so focused on running away that I haven't the foggiest idea of where I am. Which way must I go to get to the association? Is that...
Guillotine finds herself standing in front of an old shrine, located at the center of the village.
Laplace? What's a statue of Laplace doing here?
Don't you know? That's Laplace. She's protected this land for as long as we can remember.
So there was another hero besides me?
That's right. Good old Laplace. She always said how she wanted to be the best hero anyone's ever known. Only to end up an ordinary hero. Tragic, really.
Wait. If Laplace has been protecting this place for so long, what is she doing now? Why is she sitting back while the remnants of the Big O roam freely? And the winter's bane spreads unchecked?
Hard to say. Let me tell you a story that's been passed down in our village. When the white ice dragon came here, it brought the Big O along with it, blighting our lands and cursing us with the winter's bane. When that happened, the hero Laplace gathered her companions and embarked on a quest to lift the curse. The hero and her companions defeated Shifty, the strongest of the Big O's 4 heavenly kings, and slowed the spread of the winter's bane. However, Laplace eventually found herself bereft of proper companions. And so she was soundly defeated by the heavenly kings which remained. She did not even reach the Demon King's castle, where the white ice dragon resides. If you do not wish to suffer the same fate,
You must make sure to form a tightly knit party before embarking on your journey. Yes, Maiden said the same thing. I must find myself trustworthy companions. Looks like I'll have to summon them myself. Come with me. I'll introduce you to my very own companions.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I'm busy right now.
Busy? If that is so, what are you doing here?
Can't you tell? I'm washing the graffiti off this statue. Those jerks at the Big O didn't leave me any space to write my own graffiti. So I'm wiping the whole slate clean to take revenge. That will show them who the real villain is.
Guillotine quietly walks away. Guillotine heads to the village square, and after confirming there is no one around, takes out a piece of chalk. With it, she draws a magic circle on the ground and chants a spell.
I, Guillotine de Mephisto, hereby declare, to those corporeal beings beneath this earth with whom my fate is entwined, respond to my call and the will of this world. I am the one who observes the world. I am the one who suppresses the one-winged Dark Lord. Friends from the Ark, come to me!
Darn. This isn't easy.
Not easy. What do you mean?
Boss? When did you get here?
You didn't pick up the phone, so I decided to stop by in person. I've been here for precisely 12 minutes and 5 seconds.
You called? I had no idea.
Have you been playing games all day again? I wish you could at least keep your room tidy.
Sorry.
What game were you playing this time?
Oh, it's called Combat Ace. You control the fighter jet, and you've got to shoot down enemy planes. Using tactics, that is.
Sounds like a wonderful game. But I seem to recall you playing Iron Punch not so long ago.
I'm past that now. After mastering all 763 levels with every character, there was nothing left to do.
763 levels? That many? At any rate, why aren't you playing with Guillotine? She seems obsessed with games as of late.
Oh, Guillotine?
Black Rose, I have a favor to ask of you.
What is it?
I've been undergoing virtual simulation training to make my movements more efficient, and was wondering if you would...
I'll pass.
Then what about...
Pass. Pass.
I didn't even say anything.
Pass.
Okay, fine, I'll be straight with you. I've started playing a game called Final Quest Online, but I'm having a tough time trying to level up. Whenever I'm with other players, all I end up doing is well, things just don't go so well, that's all.
What? Who would dare speak to you that way?
Anyway, I was wondering if you could grant me access to Black Rose's breadth of knowledge. I happened to overhear that your avatar, Black Rose, is a legendary figure in Final Quest Online. There's only one boss raid which you haven't cleared. The rest you've managed to complete solo. A remarkable achievement truly befitting one who bears the moniker of Lone Master of Kododama.
Alright. Let me ask you something first. What is your profession exactly?
My profession? I am an adventurer, tasked with protecting Eronia. All sorts of guilds have tried to butter me up with job offers. But I could see plain as day that they only wanted to exploit my fame as a hero.
Oh, okay.
So then, would you join my party for an adventure? I want to enter the first dungeon, but no one will join me. Or rather, no one is good enough for me.
Guillotine, I'm going to give you an honest answer.
And I will give an honest reaction.
I'm not sure what compelled you to pick up gaming all of a sudden, but adventures are something you only go on with those whom you resonate with on a deep, emotional level.
Really?
Really. You're going to have to look for someone else other than me. Someone who is a good match for you. Besides, I've moved past joining parties with other players. It seems to me she simply picked it up out of curiosity. I'm sure she'll tire of it soon enough.
Curiosity, you say? I don't think that's the reason she started. But I suppose it's not my place to comment.
Are you done talking? If you are, I'd like to play one more round.
Maiden, after how badly you bungled your last mission, I placed you on indefinite suspension. I realize I gave you permission to spend your time in the dorm as you saw fit. But I hoped that you wouldn't slack off as much as you have. So, have you changed your mind?
No, my thoughts remain the same.
Very well then. This will be your final task. Come with me. Sorry for taking so long. It took a while to drag Maiden over here.
And I had fun having some alone time with Sweetie besides.
All right. Now that everyone's arrived, it's high time I explain why I've gathered you all here. 12 hours ago, during a newly created simulation, Guillotine used an ocular device without authorization. If we don't receive retroactive approval from the central government within 36 hours, Guillotine's brain will be subject to termination. I'm afraid not. Guillotine hasn't proven to be an irregular yet. Without tangible proof such as that, the central government won't be willing to issue retroactive approval. Our mission is simple. Go into the simulation, assess Guillotine's condition, and leave the simulation just as we came. If it's determined that Guillotine has become an irregular, you're authorized to terminate her as soon as you exit the simulation. If Guillotine becomes an irregular, you are the only NIKKE who can do what must be done. If that situation comes, you will have to kill Guillotine yourself. Will you be able to do that, Maiden?
Me? As a member of the Extrinsic Squad, it is my duty to remain objective and distinguish between professional and personal affairs. I must keep my composure and do what must be done for the sake of the Ark. I will follow the orders that are given to me.
You're to assist Maiden in determining whether Guillotine has become an irregular or not. The final judgment call will be yours to make. The central government has decided that I am incapable of maintaining objectivity throughout this case. Moving on. Ink, please go over the simulation you've created.
Alrighty then. There I was, one day in the simulation room. Bored out of my gourd when it came to me. By using the data recorded in Nymph, I could create a simulation on a planetary scale. At the same time, I could set whatever people or objects the user feared most as the primary antagonist. I felt it would make for an incredibly immersive and enjoyable gaming experience. So I submitted the idea, and it got approved. And that is how Simulation MK2 was born. Guillotine was in the middle of quality testing when this incident occurred.
So, the simulation that we're about to enter is based on the data recorded in Guillotine's Nymph?
Correct! I see you were paying attention. You'll understand soon enough once you enter the simulation.
How do we get out of the simulation?
The same as any game. Either defeat the final boss, or open the system window and end the simulation.
Oh, that was simpler than I thought it'd be.
Naturally. Unfortunately, Guillotine hasn't been able to exit the simulation herself. Anyway, do you see that over there? You can use that machine to enter the simulation. Be careful not to take it off too suddenly, as that could have some damaging effects on your brain. Let me think. Ah, yes. Time in the simulation passes twice as fast as in reality. In other words, one day in the simulation is equal to 12 real-world hours.
All right, but I'm already worried what kind of world is waiting for us inside.
Now, quit your belly aching. Have you got your devices on? If you're ready, I'll start. Simulation, start!
Friends from the Ark, come to me! So you have answered my call.
Guillotine? Why do you look so triumphant? What is that outfit? Isn't that the hero skin from Final Quest Online?
That it is. It was not my intent to greet you dressed in such a fashion, believe me. My My dear, dear maiden. You've arrived in rather spectacular garb yourself.
Huh? What do you mean? Gah! What the? It's the Niflheim priest set?
Is that a good thing?
It's fantastic. It's the ultimate item for any healer class. However, setting aside the fact that I've stumbled upon such a rare item, why in the world am I dressed like this?
The system must have intervened during the transfer and altered your appearances to better suit this world. Well, as long as it suits you, right? It's the same for you as well, partner. Ah, yes. Helheim armor. Maiden, please explain.
The Helheim armor set is the stuff every tanker dreams of. My character Black Rose wears it. And if you want to beat some of the toughest bosses, and the best job for busting straight through an enemy's patterns is... Hold on. Why am I explaining this? Where is this place anyway? How come we're all equipped with Final Quest Online gear? Commander, do you see that over there? There's a blacksmith and an inn. And there's an adventurers guild over there. Commander, I've made my decision. You and I are going to live here for the rest of our lives. I'm going to go scope out where we'll build our honeymoon suite.
This is quite the dilemma. No longer can I call Maiden the Judicator of Crimson Roses. Maybe Judicator of Azure Roses? Or the Icy Judicator. Since she is now the companion of a heroic figure, she needs a name that will make an impression. Listen carefully, partner. I have been chosen to be the hero and transported to this world to defeat the White Ice Dragon. The fact that you were transported here as well tells me you are also destined to save the world alongside me. Therefore, you too will need a fitting name. What would fit you? Grim Reaper's partner? Rapture Slayer? Or maybe...
Commander, something strange is going on. The world in this simulation is flawlessly constructed. It's a fully functioning village of the type you'd see in a game. However, if this simulation was made based on data recorded in Guillotine's nymph, why would it look like that? Guillotine? And she still hasn't been able to clear the first dungeon? Didn't she ask you to form a party with her? What is that supposed to mean? Ugh. Let's go back. You saw for yourself, Commander. Guillotine hasn't become an irregular. So let's go ahead and defeat the final boss and exit the simulation. It'd be a real shame for a die-hard gamer like myself to leave a virtual world like this so soon. Although it would have been better if it were just the two of us. We might as well have some fun while we're here. Let's go. Our fight starts now.
Adjudicator of the Black Abyss, Knight of Despair, Liberator of Sins. Boy, choosing a name for partner is harder than I thought. Oh, my apologies. I wouldn't want to disappoint you by taking too long. That's right. That is the reason why the three of us fated ones are here.
White Ice Dragon? I've never heard of any such monster before. Do you know anything about its attack patterns or weak spots?
Attack patterns? What do you mean?
Can't be too hard on her. She's new to all this. Can't be too hard on her.
Anyway, I was about to go to the association to gather information on the White Ice Dragon.
I'm sure they'll be able to tell us something.
So you agree, Ice Rose?
What did you just call me?
It's incredible. All the things that you always insisted weren't real, all exist here. The Big O, the association, and so much more.
Commander, it would be a good idea for us to get some more information from the association. Before we do that, however, we should arm Guillotine. She's the only one walking around without a weapon.
Why do I need a weapon? If anything happens, I can simply use my lethal eye. I already used them to defeat those Big O lackeys.
Commander, let's earn some money on the way to the association. And use it to buy some weapons for Guillotine. Also, tell Guillotine not to use the lethal eye anymore. Although, to be honest, she's only able to use it every so often, so it may not be an issue to begin with.
Now that the hero has assembled her party of reliable companions, they first decide to secure funds while en route to their next destination, the association.
By the way, Maiden, I have a question. Is it really okay for us to be doing this?
Guillotine, listen to me carefully. In just about any classic fantasy game containing heroes, it's common for all sorts of items to be hidden throughout villages to help you with gathering initial funds. They're a way for you to scrounge up some basic equipment before entering a dungeon. So, you've got to break open every wooden box and jar you see on the streets. We can't use this.
Maiden, the street is a complete wreck now.
Guillotine, don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
Commander, I'm disappointed in you. Whenever you see an empty house, you go in and get items. That's Gaming 101. Guillotine, rummage through that garbage can.
Excuse me? That's hardly what a hero who has been transported here to save the world should be doing.
Garbage cans are veritable treasure troves. Would a hero pass up such a valuable opportunity? Oh, and be sure to get a good look at all the books. They might contain useful information. No matter how thick the tome, it's worth the search if we find even an illuminating line or two. Oh, there's a well over there. Let's go down.
Why in the world would we do that?
There might be a legendary weapon down there.
Say no more. I'll handle this. Heroic landing! Why didn't you tell me the well had run dry?
See anything at the bottom?
Not a thing! Hey! How do I get back up?
Now that we've gotten rid of that nuisance, you and I can enjoy ourselves.
The party proceeds to chase away a group of kids who came over to play tag.
I kinda wanted to play tag for a bit.
Oh, no you don't. You'd end up playing for 24 hours straight. And don't let your guard down either just because they're kids.
They beat a swift retreat after a run-in with a chicken.
But be careful! There's a chicken in front of us. If you bump into it by accident, our entire party could be wiped out.
After numerous misadventures, the party arrives at the association.
Is this the association? I thought it'd be a lot more secretive than this.
Well, it is an adventurers association after all. Anyway, we managed to gather quite a bit of money today.
I can't say my conscience feels entirely clear, but if you insist it's okay, then all right.
How can there be someone in this village more villainous than me?
It's true. They smashed every wooden box and jar they could find and turned the streets into a disaster zone. They looted empty houses and even chased away kids who only wanted to play with them. Here's a wanted poster.
Stop lying! Who would commit such villainous acts so openly? Who would dare engage in such flagrant villainy?
Do you think we should run, Commander?
I heard the hero and her party did it.
Hey, those people over there are trying to sneak off. Aren't they with that hero lady?
Stop right there, hero scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch! Lend me a hand, bestie. We've got to catch them!
Okay. I will take those monsters down.
The group is promptly apprehended and put on trial.
Your Honor,
Why do I have to be the judge?
I, Prosecutor Novel, have come to formally press charges.
I'm too busy for this.
If you would, Judge, please proceed.
Very well. What are the charges?
Destruction of property, breaking and entering, theft, and not playing with children.
A most vile-sounding bunch.
Hold it! Objection!
What is it?
Oh, I just felt like that's what you say in a courtroom. You want to try it too, Commander?
Given the stentorian nature of the previous defendant, perhaps the knight in the armor will handle the defense? Who else could I be talking to?
This is an open and shut case, my friends. I have even prepared witnesses to prove the evil deeds of this party before you.
Objection!
I said be quiet!
Your Honor, subjective witness accounts are of little importance in this case. The only thing that matters in a court of law is objective evidence.
Makes sense.
Drats! I've been struck!
Defendants, present the evidence testifying to your innocence. Take what?
Not a shred. It sounded like another line you're supposed to say in court.
Are you saying that you do not possess any evidence?
Objection!
What is it this time?
Before the trial started, Maiden told me to shout that out if I felt we were about to lose. She said it's a magic phrase that'll help you win any case.
all hanged in the public square.
You see, Judge? They have no evidence to support their case. Checkmate, my friends! The only thing left is the final verdict.
As much as I would like to take you all to the square and string you up, I suppose I should pass a fair judgment. The defendant is indeed guilty of detestable crimes, heinous enough to make even Drake shudder. However, in light of their contribution to defeating the Big O's lackeys and bringing freedom to our village, and under the condition that they solemnly pledge to lift the winter's bane, I will settle for sentencing them to a fine of 1,000 gold coins. This money will be used to fund the village's development. Given that they pose a flight risk prior to making this payment, the knight will remain here and assist me with my work. That is all.
I trusted you, Ice Rose. You said heroes would be forgiven. Anything they did in a village. I never expected that it would lead to me losing partner instead. What a cruel, lonely fate indeed. El Telema Solus.
How would I know that this is how things would unfold? This is a place where heroes and dragons exist. So why in the world is law and order suddenly a thing?
Maiden, I'm going to offer a sincere piece of advice. As a friend.
What is it?
Games are not reality.
I know that.
I hate to butt in, but do you all intend on bickering like this for much longer? There are many more adventurers waiting behind you. If you aren't going to take the quest...
Oh, sorry. What were the quests that we could take?
Rank 1 quest, the easiest out there.
Privity, I'm a hero. Such quests are far too simple for the likes of me. I, Guillotine de Mephisto, have sworn to walk a path lined with hardships. Go on then, and tell us what is the most difficult quest you have. Preferably one with a high reward.
All of the quests with lucrative payouts have already been taken.
What? By who?
Sorry. But if it's a master rank quest you want, I've claimed them all.
You! The blue-eyed little devil! Once again, you stand in our way. The one-winged Dark Lord sealed in my right eye is stirring. It longs to do battle with you.
Then tell it to keep waiting.
I shall try.
Ignore her. What business do you have with us, Vesti? Are you planning on arresting us again? We've already been cleared in a court of law.
That's not why I'm here. I thought we could talk for a bit.
Talk? About what?
Well, you see, I was thinking of going on a subjugation quest. I need someone to be a bullet sponge for me while I cast spells. I mean, act as a shield for me. Do you, think by any chance y'all could team up with me?
You scooped up all the Master Rank quests without even forming a party beforehand? Wait, did you say something about a shield?
Yeah. I mean, no. I only said I don't have any companions.
We'll hear you out. What does the quest entail?
The quest is... subjugate the monster which is threatening the village.
Taking down a menacing beast? Sounds thrilling! What kind of monster is it? This is a fantasy world we're in, so perhaps a slime? A golem? A skeleton soldier?
No.
could it be? Phew. All right, I'm ready. A dark conflagration king consuming the sky. A ferocious tiger which shakes the earth as it bares its fangs. A black dragon virus moaning amongst the chaotic void. The black hedgehog that destroys all. It doesn't matter what it is. Out with it.
You're close, but...
Did you hear me? Out with it!
The creature we must eliminate is a special type of rapture.
Let's go, Guillotine.
Go do what?
Check whether there are any other quests worth accepting.
If you complete the quest, you'll all get 1,000 gold coins each. Still want to turn it down?
A snowfield fairly far from the village. An area where raptures lie in wait for adventurers who have lost their way. It is in this perilous place where the party's first battle occurs.
I'll start. While I cast an explosive spell, you all buy me some time.
Done. Guillotine, you take the front. I'll be right behind you casting spells.
Got it. What exactly do I do there?
It's not her fault. She's new at this. It's not her fault.
Maiden?
Well, you see, it's the Vanguard's responsibility to keep the Raptures from harming Vesti while she casts her spell.
Sounds simple enough.
Since you seem to have a grasp of it, shall we start? Is everyone ready?
I was born ready.
Ready?
Then let the battle begin.
A horde of raptures, led by a special entity, come rushing in. But the party remains calm and faces them head-on.
You see, Maiden? These raptures are nothing. I can handle them all on my own. So much strength in this body of mine.
Guillotine proceeds to smash the nearby raptures to smithereens with her bare fists.
Embraced by freezing air, yet so internally warm. Oh, great Scatty, grant us a victory in this battle. Absolute zero.
Meanwhile, Maiden chants a magic spell to freeze the raptures and keep them from approaching.
Justice, fallen upon the infallible boundary, appears now as an intangible distortion. Final flame explosion!
Vesti completes the incantation for her spell.
Guillotine, move back!
Affirmative.
Once Vesti is sure Maiden and Guillotine have pulled back, Vesti pulls out her rocket launcher. And then... a shell flies from the rocket launcher. And a resounding explosion causes the entire snowfield to be blanketed in thick plumes of white smoke. Every rapture caught in the blast radius is utterly obliterated.
Another lovely explosion today.
I have a question. Why do you bother carrying a staff if you have that thing?
Oh, the stuff is more of a fashion statement than anything.
Don't question it, Maiden. This is way cooler at any rate.
Call me crazy, but this makes me wonder. Do we even need a hero? Seems to me that Vesti could take down the final boss all by herself.
How can you say that? You've got it all wrong. My lethal eye can easily release this much firepower.
Right, I'm sure. Let's head back.
Okay. Check this out, Maiden. An entire purse full of gold coins!
Is it okay for us to be taking this? Vesti practically did all the work.
Hey, whatever works. Now that we've collected our reward, we should...
Ahem. You are indeed the hero of the party.
Oh my gosh, what's a little cutie like you doing here?
Maiden, where are your manners?
Sorry.
I can feel something coming from Chloe. I mean, this extraordinary girl.
You can? I'm not so convinced. Hold on. Do you know her name?
Oh no. I just felt like it would be a good name for her.
You shouldn't make up names like that.
It's okay with me. At any rate, I've heard about what you've done for the village. So, I'd like to express my gratitude on their behalf. Would you be willing to hear me out for a moment?
On behalf of the village?
She's our village chief.
But she's so young! Also, why are you still here?
I thought we were friends.
So will you lend me your ear?
Oh, sorry. Please, go ahead.
In the days of yore, the hero Laplace received the legendary sword from the goddess and used it to defeat the raptures that covered this world. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, the evil white ice dragon appeared and sent the Big O out to conquer Laplace and encase the entire world with ice. Guillotine, our hero. You must defeat the white ice dragon and end the winter's bane in order to ensure that our world does not come to an end.
Wow, I didn't think we'd get to take part in an event like this.
Guillotine, will you fulfill our wish?
I certainly will.
Good, and one more thing. To celebrate the formation of your heroic party, the association has prepared a banquet. We would be honored if you graced us with your presence.
Shout it out so the speakers break! Make some noise!
A fine song that stirs the cold and makes the blood boil.
Why is a minstrel playing an electric guitar?
For goodness sake, Maiden, must you question everything? Because it's cool, that's why.
Alright, fine.
I've been thinking about this for a while. We really could use a chef and bard in our party.
I think we're perfect with our current roster. We have enough firepower and someone to assume the front line. Having said that, don't you think we're forgetting something?
We are?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the banquet is in full swing. May I ask you to say a few words? At the village chief's request, everyone stops and turns towards Guillotine.
A few words. Maiden, what should I say?
How would I know?
Then... Okay, fine. I've been through hell since I was transported to this world. But looking back, it's been a blast. You guys were right. Adventuring is best done with people you connect with. This wonderful world has given me so many wonderful memories. So I propose to...
Guillotine, wait!
And so, the cheerful banquet night continues.
Can the chatter, newbie. That's better. There's a lot left to do. So keep working on those papers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just, you see, we received an important quest from the village chief. Don't worry, it's not like we forgot about you. Isn't that right, Ice Rose?
That's right. It was a very important quest telling us the purpose of the game. If we skipped it, it would be like refusing to play the game outright.
The way I remember it, you two had an awful lot of fun last night.
What? We did no such thing. You're still here?
Of course. We're friends now, after all.
Anyway, we only have 2 days until our deadline. We need to hurry and get Guillotine's gear ready.
Good idea. Vesti, where's the weapon shop?
Over there.
Wow, this place has practically every weapon I've ever seen in the game.
Huh? All I see are clothes.
They're displayed all around you if you look carefully. Do you see that over there, Commander? That's the Moonlight Sword.
You know about the Moonlight Sword. You have a good eye.
It's a legendary sword, strong enough to smash through any hardened helmet.
Indeed. Then how about this one?
That's too big to be called a sword. It's cumbersome, heavy, and crudely made. It's more like a heap of raw iron.
You, wait here a moment. I realize that. I'm going to bring you out something good. Just wait here. Time is money, weakling.
Unwa proceeds to show the party a wide variety of weapons fit for a hero, including a great sword where various orbs could be inserted, an iron crowbar that could knock an enemy out cold, and a diamantine sword, all surrounded by piles of books.
You have a talent for this. Help yourself to whatever you like, even the special items in the back. I'll give you a discount as well.
Guillotine, since you're still a rookie, you wait here for a moment. I'll set you up with the finest equipment money can buy.
What the? That's a lot of stuff. If we wear all this, we'll be so weighed down we'll barely be able to walk. I say we ditch the shield and helmet.
But they go so well together. Wait a moment. I'll choose again. Guillotine, hold this.
It's just a stick.
Weapon stores have always stockpiled weapons with little regard for quality. What that means, however, is that you may find some real diamonds in the rough. It set me back 100 coins, so be careful with it.
What? You spent 100 coins on this?
I saw some brilliant communication devices when I was back there.
Wait, Maiden? Excuse me, Blue-Eyed Beret. Would you be interested in buying this back from us?
I'll take it for 1 gold coin.
Whatever. I don't need this stuff anyway. A sword fit for a hero is enough.
A hero's sword? If that's what you're looking for, you've come to the wrong place. You need to head to the temple.
What?
If I'd known this was where we had to go, I wouldn't have been so interested in that other shop. Let me share a little premonition with you. This stick is going to come in real handy later. Just you watch. Anyway, here it is. The legendary sword. Rima is cradling it in her arms. Why is she hugging onto something like that while sleeping?
She is the sword spirit tasked with safeguarding the hero's sword for all of time.
Should we wake her?
You're unable to awaken the sword spirit. Not even Maiden's magic. Or Veski's rocket launcher could lull her from her slumber.
We have no other choice. It's time to use the lethal eye.
Don't you dare.
Never mind. So what do we do now?
Let's head back to the association. The village chief might know a way. Why are you smashing up a perfectly good guitar?
You mean you don't know?
Don't know what?
This is a sacred ritual musicians used to express a burning passion.
Okay, I'm satisfied. Let's keep it moving and head to the next song.
Partner, may I give in to the music for a moment? My blood is boiling.
Let me hear you scream!
You were looking for me?
Yes, surprisingly.
The sword spirit? Wait a moment. I will bring someone who will know. There's still one of the hero's old companions who still remains.
Oh?
You've got some nerve disturbing me while I'm resting. I'll answer whatever questions you have, so fire away!
Oh, great villainous Drake. We need a way to obtain the legendary sword.
You intend to claim that weapon?
I do.
Very well. I consider you and your cohorts as commendable villains, so I'll tell you how to procure the weapon. After the battle with Shifty of the Four Heavenly Kings, Laplace learned from the sage that her end was near. She therefore entrusted the sword spirit with her sword and asked her to pass it on to a successor if another hero should appear one day.
So the story goes. The question is, how do we awaken the sword spirit?
Even during our own adventures, the sword spirit mostly remained dormant. When she wished to awaken her, she did so by playing a song. Specifically using a flute made from wisteria wood. But I must inform you, that flute has been missing for a long time. In other words, you're plain out of luck. How do you feel about being defeated by the villainous Drake? Despair, you pitiful hero!
Did you say flute? Like this thing?
How did you get that?
I told you this would come in handy later, Commander. But do any of us know how to play the flute?
Not me.
Me neither.
Sorry, I don't know either.
I dropped a few narrative breadcrumbs myself, Maiden.
Sorry?
I told you that a chef and a bard were imperative to a well-balanced party. Volume, join my crew.
Much time has passed. This is the first time the four heavenly kings have gathered since La Defeat de Shifty, no?
Quit wasting my time, will you? Get to the point and tell me why you called us over here.
The ACPU that was overseeing the village has been defeated. Based on the rumors we're hearing, it was a hero's doing.
A hero? Impossible! I've already taken care of the hero.
Has another appeared?
I'm not sure.
baby on! I will move out with my queens.
What do you plan on doing if you run into them?
I'll have to get rid of the problem, n'est-ce pas?
What the hell? You said this was going to be a magnificent stage. And you've got me performing in front of a boulder? Fine, but in exchange, you all have to be my managers for my next performance. Understand? All right, let's get this show on the road.
A new addition to the party approaches Frima and plays the flute.
I can't believe it. She actually woke up.
Hey, disturb sleep, you die.
You wish to test me? I'll take it from here, everyone. So it's a challenge then. Come at me, Frima. Your orders, partner? Want to see what I can do? Well, wait no longer. Come, one-winged Dark Lord, Dragon of the Deep.
Black smoke flows from Guillotine's right eye, which soon transforms into the shape of a dragon and surges forth, impaling Frima.
Pain. You're good. Inherit Hero's sword. Congrats. Back to sleep.
Guillotine, your eye!
Didn't I tell you? If I use the lethal eye, the firepower is immense.
Guillotine?
For the second time since coming to this world, the effort of using the power sealed within her eye has caused Guillotine to faint.
Step back, Commander. Something's wrong.
Orders. All irregulars must be defeated.
Ice barrier. Commander, I can't hold out for too long. Get behind me! Commander!
Irregulars must all...
I think she's fainted again. Are you okay, Commander? That's your decision to make, Commander. It's up to you to determine whether Guillotine is an irregular or not. No matter what decision you make, the most important thing now is to keep Guillotine from using her power. As a member of the Extrinsic Squad, it is my duty to remain objective and distinguish between professional and personal affairs. I must keep my composure and do what must be done for the sake of the Ark. I will follow the orders that are given to me. Is it all ready? Is Guillotine awake? I sent them back. They'll be back tomorrow morning. Well, I better get going. What is it? I did. I wasn't really hinting at anything. I meant it literally. This is the last mission in which I'll be taking part with you, Commander. I made a promise to Ingrid. Once this mission is over, I'll undergo a memory wipe. Oh, don't misunderstand. I'm the one who requested it. Right now, I don't belong anywhere. I can't carry out any missions as extrinsic. Nor can I enjoy gaming anymore. That's why I decided to get my memory wiped. Hey, don't worry about it too much. I left traces of myself here and there. First of all, I made sure to take the top spot in all the games I'm playing. Stay here. I'll go see what's happening.
The path to the village has been cleared.
Bien joué, Sakura. Now then, my queen. Bring all those who call themselves heroes to me.
Dead or alive?
Of course. It doesn't matter.
Excellent. I love not having to worry about the details. Come, let's go hunting.
We'll go as well. Let's show them the power of the Big O.
Let's go.
Magnifique! Tonight will be a long, long night indeed. From now on, it's our time!